Hello Geminis, welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. That's me, my name's Annie. As you can tell, for the people who are returning, we got an awkward setup here today, but I know you guys are down for it. I am up at our little lake house visiting with my family, so I kind of just had to grab a spot to do my tarot readings, but I'm here, my energy's good, we're gonna do it. We got some mad Scottish flag pride going on in the back, so anyway, what's up, Gems? Hope this video finds you well. This is going to be a majority of a reading for career and finances. I will end with a few messages of love and romance because those always want to come through anyway. So yeah, if you're down for love and romance, stick around to the end, but if you're here for career and finances, let's do it. Let's get my Geminis. Career, finances, jobs, money, internships, changing careers, going back to old careers. Let's see what we can get. Retirements, all that good stuff. Ooh, you got your own card. You got the Lovers. It's a steamy one too. I love this Lovers card. So great. All right, a few more. So you might be partnering up with someone. You might be working with another Gemini. There's jealousy. If that's the case, you something about you're in the spotlight and somebody is a little bit jealous. I don't think you need to be fearful of that. It's just, I guess it's letting you know, like, haters gonna hate. Don't worry about the riffraff. Like, do you, be true to yourself. It could be saying that you're actually romantically involved with someone at work, or you potentially are going to be. It doesn't have to mean that you're going to sleep with them, though, hey, it's your life, Gemini. But yeah, it could be saying that you're crushing, like mad, hardcore crushing on someone at work, or again, potentially someone you will work with. Especially if you have a side career, if you have like your main income and then something you do for fun. It could be that, I don't know, you sell one of your products to some random person who wants it, and they want more than that, is what I'm saying, right? There's sparks of love, absolutely. That's what I'm getting. But let's stick to career and finances because that's what I'm reading for. All right, so then, yeah, there's someone who's wanting to apologize to you, to communicate something. They're very heavy-hearted. So again, if there was a little bit of malicious, I hate to say that, but like backstabbing energy at work, or just, upset feelings, little arguments break out, especially about, competition. That was supposed to be my deal. That was supposed to be my client, that kind of thing. Someone, if they overstep their bounds, I don't think it's you, but again, the energies can go vice versa. Someone probably is going to reach out and offer an apology to you because they want to bring healing to something. Something about taking flight. So I don't know if you're about to hop on a plane or go on a long trip in a car. Maybe you're going on vacation. It seems like they're trying to catch you before they go because they don't want to hold on to that tense energy. Despite what happened, it actually seems like this person has good intentions, and they're worried that they really messed up the relationship with you. And so, yeah, they're wanting to sort of relieve themselves of that guilt, that anxiety. And so they're hoping that you accept their apology. Some of you are moving into a very big house, or almost like not like a mansion, but something that's very expansive. There's lots of echoes. And there is something about this place where it makes you a little bit nervous. Okay, if this isn't moving into a house, it could be like a vacation home, or if you're going to a hotel I don't know what the circumstance would be, but if you're going away for the weekend or for the month, or maybe you're involved in a business project where it involves travel and going to stay somewhere kind of foreign for a little bit, there's something about the vibe. You don't like being alone there. You feel or you may just feel sort of isolated, and you're wishing that you were with your friends. This is such a very specific message for my Geminis. There's an older, wiser gentleman mentor, potentially a Virgo, who's going to offer you some insight and some warmth if you are feeling isolated. This person they have a very warm vibe, and they may offer to help you in some way. I am sort of getting in transit or in travel, so this could even be if you pop your tire at the side of the road. This would be someone who, it's almost like they're an earth angel, like they're there to help you. And I am getting, you're in some sort of bind or some sort of pickle where you need assistance, and maybe it's just roadside assistance, right? Very unusual message, but coming through for a reason. This is not this. There's a lot of people coming up in your spread, Gemini, like a lot of people. This is not the same person, I don't think anyway, who wants to offer you the apology. That itself is another message. I have to be honest, there's a whole message there about jealousy, about like office romance, or, even if you don't work in an office, but the idea of people flirting with each other and someone getting kind of butthurt about it. Someone may have said something that was kind of nasty, and again, they feel badly about it. It's almost like they let their heart get the better of them, and yeah, they said something that they shouldn't have said. Again, that's a whole other side message. But yeah, Gemini, you're traveling somewhere or you're in some new space. It could even be that if you've gotten like a title change or a promotion, you end up in a new office space. And there's something about wanting to make the space more friendly or wanting to make it more, it's like the vibe is off. That's the best I can describe it. So again, there's going to be like an elderly gentleman. I don't know how old, or just a male, really. I am getting very masculine energy that's going to come in and give you ideas. Okay, so if some of you are moving, again, this isn't necessarily a career and finance thing. You may hire an interior designer or a decorator or someone, again, to come in and like show, like, this is so funny, like show you where to put the lights. Do you know what I mean? There's a very, not unusual, but very oddly specific message coming through about that. So, and I guess I'm just being called to say, if you do feel alone or lost or you need help, ask for it, because there are people who are going to help you there. Yeah, and as I was saying, the energy could go two ways as well. It could be that you were vying for a position that somebody else got, and it left you. I think you weren't trying to show face, but it did really hurt you that you didn't get that position. Again, you need to take that as a sign that it was a divine blessing that you didn't get it, because you were meant to go further. There's something about, had you gotten that opportunity that yes, you really wanted, it's saying in the long term, you're going to understand it wasn't a good fit for you. It could be that working with that team of people would not have been a good fit for you. There was something messed up about I heard karma, but about the energy of the way they ran the business or the project. It's saying that wasn't for you. So don't spend too much time, in your feels in Cancer season being all upset about it, because you're discovering something greater. This, in a sense, could even be like an angel guide. I heard ghost. So hopefully that doesn't freak anyone out, but it's almost like it's calling you to come discover something to get you out of the comfort zone. And there is a sense of it is a little bit of fear, but it's not meant to be. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Yeah, the universe is trying to get you to see another opportunity. Yeah, a lot of this too, again, this can absolutely be a person in the 3D. This could be your next door neighbor. This could be, your roadside assistance guy, whatever it is. It's also saying, though, that if you are tremendously spiritual or relate to this message, there is like an older gentleman figure trying to get you to see something. They're trying to tap into your subconscious, so particularly in your dreams, they're trying to communicate something with you. And again, so much of this has to do about moving locations, moving homes, moving office space, leaving a team behind that just, it wasn't a good fit for you. Let's throw some clarifiers on this. Some of you may want to work with animals, specifically dogs. So yeah, you may even work in like a dog-friendly office in the future or something like that. Maybe some of you are picking up side income by being a dog walker, something about dogs. Yeah, you yourself are the magician, Gemini, and this is sort of saying, have you been utilizing your magic? Maybe that's, witchy spell type energy magic, light worker, earth witch, friendly, happy, positive light worker, witchy energy. If it's not that, it's saying that you have a skill, you have a passion, you have creative energy for something, but you haven't been utilizing it. It's like you've been shutting it off. Maybe you've just been feeling kind of sluggish or not motivated, during the whole pandemic type thing, right? It's saying that find a way to tap into that creative energy, because you have beautiful blessings trying to come in. Some of you want to work with children, or in the school system. Some of you would make very good teachers. Spiritual teachers too, working with the energy. You may even start some sort of untraditional schooling. It could be like a summer camp, but you're teaching students about like nature, about their body, but more in terms of like mind, body, spirit, chakra type energy. Interesting. Yeah, I'm sort of getting like a summer camp vibe, but I am getting kind of children, but it doesn't have to be. It could be adults, but yeah, you're teaching them about like the birds and the birds and the bees. I don't think it's that, but maybe for some of you. Nature. Like Mother Earth, taking care of the planet, taking care of your body. It's like a spiritual summer camp. That's actually a really cute message. I'm so sorry I'm coughing, Gemini. If it gets bad, I'll pause you. Yeah, it's saying pick up your damn magic wand. You're the magician, Gemini. You're magic. You're supposed to be a trailblazer. You're supposed to emanate light. You're supposed to attract people's eye. Again, visuals. Some of you may be cartoonists or animators. using the pen to draw something. Some of you may be actors or actresses or musicians, something about talent, your light, your creativity, it draws the eye. Models, interior designers, that type of thing. I am getting a lot of creative energy here. Some of you are seers. You're very in tune with the planet. You may literally be an astrologer. You could even teach astronomy, which I know is two very different things. But yeah, there's something about looking up at the stars as your career. Very interesting. And it does have to do with working with earth, with the elements, digging ditches. I don't know what you're doing, putting stuff in the earth. Maybe you're planting, I don't know, maybe you're doing like an organic farm type thing. You know what I mean? You're working with the planet, getting your hands dirty. Yeah, there's going to be a Virgo. You get Virgo all the time. Who is this Virgo? All the time you get Virgo. You have the Hermit twice. They're trying to guide you. They're trying to show you the light to discover how to utilize your God-given gifts, your talents, your passions. I don't mean to offend, but it's a tough love message. It's like you've been wasting it. Why aren't you using it more? You know you have this gift. You know you're good at it, but are you embarrassed? Are you shy? Did you have a bad experience when you tried to do it once? It's saying kind of get your head out of that mentality and just go for it. It's a new beginning. Maybe it takes a new environment. Maybe all these metaphors of moving houses or moving spaces, boxes, locations, whatever this is. Maybe you're a visual designer making maps. I don't know what that is. Try this skill you have in a new environment because it may actually thrive this time. It may actually take off. I'm so sorry, Gemini, we're back. I was kind of wheezing, so I had to pause you there. So yeah, let's talk about money because there's not a lot of pentacles here, but right in the center of your career spread, you have the Six of Pentacles. That's the only pentacle card you have, which I love. It's reciprocity. Again, there's a revisit of something that you may have tried to do in the past and it was lackluster. You may have dished out a whole bunch of money on something, hoping it came to fruition, and it's almost like you got the rug pulled out from under you because you may have made some sort of investment that didn't pan out. It's saying, again, if you were to try this in a slightly different way, or I just keep hearing in a new location, okay? Take that for what it's worth. Doesn't mean you have to move across the country, right? Again, something about in a new location. Maybe it's with a different group of people, right? If you're a filmmaker, maybe you're working with a new crew this time. You know, if you're an author, maybe you're working with a new illustrator. You know, maybe you've gotten a new agent. Maybe you've gotten a new PR person, right? Do you understand what I mean? There's reciprocity the second time around. For the efforts you put in, you're actually going to see the payback for all the energy and effort you put in. I'm not sure it's going to erase the first time, if that makes sense. But over time, because I just keep getting the second time you do this, it's a brand new start. It's a brand new beginning. There is something different about the way you're doing it this time. Even if it's just internally you're different because you've learned something in the process. The second time around, there's reciprocity. There isn't the sense of, I don't know what I'm doing, or I don't know where I'm going, or I don't know who to trust. You do because you've done it once before. I hope that makes sense to someone out there. You're no longer the newbie. You're no longer the rookie. You're not wet behind the ears anymore. So if this doesn't resonate, know in advance, Gemini, you may try something, and it's almost saying, don't spend all your money on it the first time around. Get used to the process. Try things out. You know, eliminate what isn't working. It's almost like saying be cautious the first time around with your money, knowing in advance it might not take off the way you want it to. Use that as your growing experience. It's like use that as like the high school degree. Then it's like you're going to college, kid, right? Do you know what I mean? Then it's like there's something more that comes later, and because you needed that knowledge, you needed that expertise. This could literally be taking a course in college and you have like a wise professor or mentor, someone who will guide your light, who will help guide your vision. I heard lighthouse, right? That beam of light that beam of light that saves the person lost at sea, right? When the boat is lost at sea, they look for the light that's guiding them. Interesting. I think I've said this to you before. There's a flip-flop. At first, you are the ship in this metaphor, right? Looking for the lighthouse. Later down the line, you become the light. You become the instructor, the professor, the teacher, the counselor. When you were once lost on your journey and was so in need of that help or that guidance. It's like there's a passing of the, what do they call that? The student becomes the teacher, quite literally. And again, it doesn't have to mean in the educational system. For some of you, sure, but that's more of a metaphor where once you're empowered and knowledgeable enough to do this yourself, that's why this is showing up twice. At first, this is you, Gemini, male or female. You're a little bit lost. You're a little bit uncertain. You're like, where is this going? Who do I trust? How do I do this? How much money should I spend? This person's like, this way. Let me show you. I've done this before. Later on, it's like you take the light. You take the magic wand. And this person's like, where do I go? This is new to me. Like, hi, Gemini, can you help me? You're like, yes, I can. I've done this before. Let me show you the way. Do you understand what I mean? There's reciprocity the second time around. I hope that makes sense for a lot of you. In terms of collaborations, you have a card of Pisces coming through here. There may be a client or a vendor that you continually go to, that you continually work with or collaborate with, that could be a nice collaboration for you. There could be another Gemini, or again, a lot of Virgo energy. You have a lot of Virgo energy too. Something about babies. I don't know if you're working with someone who's pregnant or someone who is soon to become pregnant. That could have been this whole like work drama thing of people, kind of like catty energy. Again, male or female, it doesn't have to be about office flirtation. I got to be honest though, for a lot of you, there's something there about like, oh, like Kathy always says this and it's really gross. Like, do you know what I mean? There's like some mean girl drama. Gemini, in your reading, never. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's kind of what I got for you for career. Let's do one of these. Teachers, a lot of teachers out there. And if you're not, maybe you should be. Whatever profession you're getting into, it's not that you have to teach courses in it, but you may be a very helpful advocate a helpful ally to the team, because you could show the new people how to do it. Yeah, you help people adapt in some way if they're running scared from it. If it's something new that gives them, the way it did you at first, if it gives them fear or anxiety or panic attacks, maybe you're a psychologist, you're the one like, no, it's not that scary. Let me show you how. That's really important. That's a message that keeps coming through. The student becomes the teacher. So whatever it is in your life that you're fearing or uncertain about or insecure about, you might just want to try it anyway, because with time, you're going to be very knowledgeable about the subject and you're going to be able to like spread it to other people who are curious or inquisitive about the same thing. And not only that, you might form a really beautiful business partnership or collaboration, through that storyline that I just gave you. Yeah, I would not be apprehensive to work with people who are, here's what I mean. If you are middle of the road in terms of your knowledge base on this subject, this type of work, this industry, I would not be apprehensive to reach out to someone who might be a little bit new, because you could show them what you've already learned, and there might be a nice yin to your yang. If you are very, mathematics, like that's your thing, like you're able to view that very nice. You may work with someone who has a really great visual eye, and together you guys you make that money because you know what appeals to people's eye. Do you know what I mean? Like there could be a nice hybrid of both your skills together. Use your magic. Why aren't you using your magic wand? That keeps coming through. It's like, it's yours. You are the magician in Tarot, Gemini, that Mercury energy. Communicate what you want and sell yourself. Communicate to the public what you can offer them and be confident in doing so. All right, that's what I got for career and finances. Let's look at your love life. Starting fresh, starting anew. So some of you are fresh out of a relationship because your Libra was a cheating scoundrel. Again, very specific message, not for all of you. Yeah, some of you may have wandering eyes, or you're wanting to either move away from a Libra or potentially like infidelity. It doesn't have to be with a Libra per se, but yeah, somebody in a relationship has wandering eyes and they're walking away from a commitment they made to someone. So the thing is, if there is marriage here, both of you are choosing to ditch the marriage and walk away from it. You potentially, Gemini, are a little bit more apprehensive. It's like you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. The other person, they're gone. It's not emotionally fulfilling for them anymore. And they may already be involved with an Aquarius or an Aries. You, Gemini, are headed off towards a Sagittarius or potentially a Scorpio. A lot of you are choosing to focus on your own self-healing right now. You may be hoping to rekindle something from the past that you had, again, potentially with a Sagittarius or a Scorpio. It could be a different Libra. Yeah, you think you have a soulmate with a Sagittarius, and that is actually Gemini's divine counterpart, so holy cannoli, as all the cards fall out. This could be someone who already has a child, or there could have been a pregnancy in the past. I don't know if you guys are still together, or if this is, your person in another relationship may have had a child. They needed to hit reset and take some time out to work through some painful things that happened in their past, potentially with their family or an ex. But once they're grounded and solid, they would be open to reconnecting with you, because there is a wish fulfillment here. I think the person you're headed towards, Gemini, is single. And I do want to say single and looking, because, okay, if it wasn't you, for the longest time, this person was working on their own healing. They're filling their own cup of love. They could even work in a profession where they work as a healer, or a musician for that matter. This is always my musician card. They may work in like music therapy, healing music therapy, or I suppose that could be you too. In fact, I know a Gemini who's interested in that. Let's see. Yeah, this person is still a little bit lost. Oh, you know what this is? Okay, this is the person you're leaving behind. If you relate to the idea of leaving either a marriage contract, or, it doesn't have to be marriage, but someone you've been with for a long time and both of you have had arguments and fights or wandering eyes, if the love just isn't there, it's saying when you choose to leave, the person you're leaving behind ends up feeling really lost without you. They thought they knew what they wanted, but they end up going back on what they said, or... You know what it is? I think it's because they're so excited to have their freedom and find new love. You seem, I don't know how to say it, less excited about that new love, but you end up having faith again that, okay, I'll focus on myself. It was meant to be, whatever. I think you end up finding love or romance, or, maybe it's just a one-night stand, whatever. You end up finding that rather quickly, and somehow I think your person finds out, maybe you're posting on social media, and they immediately regret their decision to leave. That's sort of what I get. Again, particularly a Libra is coming through. Maybe an Aries. Let's give me some messages on this. What do we need to know about this? Again, a completely new storyline, but the same people are coming through. Marriage with a Sagittarius is possible. Yeah, someone may have had a change of heart. Exactly. When they decide to release you, they were apprehensive or ambivalent at best. With time and space and distance, I think this person is I mean, I don't know exactly, but I think they're going to reconsider if they let the wrong person go, meaning you, Gemini. Mysticism, because you're a witch. I'm just kidding. I meant that in a good way, by the way. I didn't mean to offend. Mysticism. Yeah, she's like my gypsy witch. Look at that. I love it. Little Stevie Nicks vibes, right? With that deep purple. I love it. Mysticism. Go to a tarot reader. Go to a healing shop, a crystal shop, a Wicca type shop. If you need healing or any sort of like spiritual support. Yeah, you're very in tune with the elements. I mean, you guys are. Geminis are seers. Geminis are in tune with energies, very much so. More than a lot of other zodiac signs. Okay, here's the thing. You've chosen to close off that door, though. Some of you don't believe it, or you're not open to the idea of exploring like the spiritual being within you. It's saying the door is right there. You can walk right through anytime. It is the door to faith, to God, to spirituality. Yeah, if you're trying to communicate with spirit, with source, again, just get divine guidance on your love life. It's saying, just knock on the door, baby. Like, we're here for you. We're ready to communicate with you. Yeah, it could be you may have a divine ancestor or a guardian angel, essentially, that is a Sagittarius or a Scorpio as well. Yeah, you've previously rejected the idea of faith, but it's saying, Gemini, get back into it because there's something there for you. Anybody who's interested, again, in graphic design, sketching, painting, even working with clay or animation, filmmaking, your art is a great portal into your internal subconscious. That's really what it is. You express yourself best, a lot of my Geminis, in the form of art. And if you were to go back and look at the art you've made throughout the years, even if it's just scribbles that your mom put on the refrigerator, it's tapping into something very important inside of you, Gemini. And because it's tapping into your subconscious, that is how God, source, spirit communicates with you. So it's saying if you were to go back and look at your art book from high school, from college, you know, your book of whatever, your scrapbook, your poetry book, your canvases that are up in the attic, there's something very important. In fact, there's information there for you. And it does have to do with being guided in the right direction with your spirit guides. There's, even if it's just the picture or the painting or the lyrics of something, you will know when you'll see it. You'll feel that trigger of, oh, that's important. It's like your fairy godmother trying to get in touch with you. It's very cute. It's nothing to fear. And I mean, this is all coming up in your love spread. So something about that may have to do with the love that you're being guided towards, or valuing yourself to go after the love that you truly want and desire. You know, even as a child, if you drew a painting of my future husband, my future, it may even be redirecting you back to like, Gemini, this is what you need to be looking for. Like, not this creeper, right? It's trying to force you to, I think it's to go after something more. Rejection is defined protection. This card always looks like John Lennon to me. Do you guys see that at all? It just looks like John Lennon. Maybe that's a name that means something to someone. Maybe you should listen to the Beatles. Maybe there's something in that Beatles love song for you to consider. It is saying immerse yourself in art, in creativity. Something about that is going to be helpful to you on your path in love, as cheesy as that sounds. But if you're looking for love, and you are, if you're watching a tarot video on it, art. In fact, you may meet an artist, right? Maybe your next major romance or love will be with someone, again, who's an artist or a musician. I very much am getting that. Or someone very, like a spiritualist, like a tarot reader, something like that. All right, Gemini. Yeah, be patient. Patience is a virtue. This is all about being patient too. Temperance. It's okay to take some time on your own, to be on your own. In fact, it really empowers you. It aligns you to like recalibrate and deciding what's really important to you in your next relationship. Give yourself that breathing room, that buffer to separate from others and be like, okay, this is what I really want this time. You know, manifest it, then go after it, right? It's saying it's okay to be alone. It might actually be very helpful to you in your spiritual journey. But let's see. For those looking for new love, what can we tell Gemini is coming in? Anything coming in for, oh, boom, that came right out. The Emperor. Some of you got an Aries, or again, collaborating with someone in a business partnership. It's going to spark love. It's going to spark romance. This may not have happened yet, this whole bitter jealousy, Gemini comes in and starts dating the boss. Like that energy might actually mean something. And Six of Cups. Yeah, okay, if you're waiting for an Aries from your past, you're manifesting it. That's probably going to come in for a lot of you. The name Pete or Peter, sometimes I get names. Jade. Follow your passion, follow your fire, go towards your career. There's something more to be discovered when you go after, you know, making that money, being passionate and being driven to go after the career of your dreams. Something about that is aligning you to love as well. It could also be a Scorpio. All right, Gemini, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Ooh, more Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Water Queen, the Queen of Love. I love seeing that. That may be you too if you are very watery in your birth chart. Anyway, and now I have to see what's underneath. And the Ten of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be fine in love. Give yourself some breathing time. Be patient because these are amazing cards for love, okay? Like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Gemini.